Okay, awesome. Hello, everybody. Sorry for the confusion. I'm Jen. I'm your nervous GM, and I'm here to run a 4-shot of Uncharted Worlds. I think I just did this instead of 4-shot. So a 4-shot of Uncharted Worlds. Before I start with that, however, I want to talk about who we all are, and I want to talk about who our awesome sponsors are. So this Nerdsmith production is sponsored by Die Hard Dice, and I think somebody here had a die that they were like, hi, I have a Die Hard die. I have some too. I didn't have them available. Look at that. They have awesome dice. They're one of my favorite places to get them. And then there's Hero Forge. Who doesn't love Hero Forge? Everybody loves Hero Forge. Hero Forge is great. All my minis are from Hero Forge. Yes, they are wonderful. They are always adding things too. Like every time I go back, there's something new and cool. And then I completely remake my character because I'm like, oh no, I really like that hair. And then World Anvil, which is world building tools to help you create your world setting, which is like super cool. I don't know about any of you. I have a homebrew that I haven't run for a few years, and I did not use World Anvil, and now there are details that have just drifted out of my head. And World Anvil will help that not happen. So those are our sponsors. And I just want to introduce everybody. Like I said, I'm Jen. I'm Jen, the GM. And I think I gave you all an order. Let's see if you remember it. Can you give us your name and what character you're playing? And maybe your character's pronouns. Mine are they, them, by the way. Your character's pronouns, and maybe one word that you want to use to describe your character.
Okay, so I start.
Yes.
Because I reposted the list for everybody to cheat. My name is Evie Story, she, her, and I am playing Raylan Drake. Goes by Ray for short. Also she, her. And the one word is pre-med.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I guess going off the cheat sheet, I am Ashley. I am playing Ariana Pixel, aka Ari. She, her. One word for her, I would say sneaky.
Nice.
Hello, I am Brithin. I am playing Jasper, he, him. And one word, I would say hacker.
I love it. Hello, everybody. My name is Graham, or Graham Crackers, and tonight I have the delight of playing Riley Copperbun. Pronouns he, him, and if I had to describe him with one word, you know what it is? Prophet? With a question mark?
I like the inclusion of punctuation. So I'm Ty. I'll be playing Orin White Oak. Let's see, one word to describe him, probably stressed.
All right. So are you guys ready to get to it? All right. We start in darkness, cold darkness, all-encompassing, enveloping darkness. And in this darkness, there are tiny little motes of light, like stars. But if you were to look very closely, you would see that they're not stars. It's bioluminescent light. And the light exists along the many arms of tiny octopus-like creatures who are swimming in dark, cold water. And if we have the right kind of ears, the right kind of auditory system, we would be able to understand what they're saying. But most of what they're saying is a series of like clicks and screeches that are so high pitched to us it would sound like. However, if we were to translate, if we were to take it down to where we could hear it and translate, this is what they would be saying. Wow, this ship has really gone to hell since the breakup. Really gone to hell. The other, yeah, it's really gone to hell. It's just gone completely downhill. Well, it can't go downhill if it wasn't up the hill to begin with, right? Right? Am I right? No, it's been in the gutter since we got here. gutter. I wouldn't scavenge things from her for anything. And both of them seem, understanding the pun, to laugh and laugh and laugh. And Orin, through the hard material of your helmet that is containing this world of water with its tiny two octopi, you feel a tiny vibration and a high pitch in your ear, almost like ringing, which is how you know they're laughing at you.
Can we spend one day without just laughing at me? I mean, you know, I'm fixing everything. You're supposed to be helping me. But,
This is the thought that you have as you jolt into wakeness, kind of like falling in a dream. And as you wake and you feel this vibration and you're thinking, God, why are they always laughing at me? Your first thought is, I didn't know that there were shooting stars here. There's no atmosphere, nothing's burning up. Why are there shooting stars all around me? And come to think of it, why are they moving in circles and twists and turns? And you finally realize, as you come to full consciousness, that it's not the stars that's moving, it's you. Drifting tetherless, farther and farther away from your ship. Raylan, where were you when you realized that Orin was drifting away from the ship? What were you doing?
I think that I was sort of making some rounds, doing some checks. I walked through the cargo bay and pushed a couple of boxes onto the correct side of the line, and then I went into the adjoined med bay and I sort of like arranged a few of the things, checked my fridge to make sure that the samples are all present, kind of wandered out a little bit like seemingly aimless, but I am doing like a checklist in my head. And as I come to the helm, yes, that's what it's called. And
you got it.
Like the like check down that all of the doors are secure and whatnot. I noticed that something's wrong, and my immediate thought is, why didn't Jasper say something?
So on that note, we're gonna go to Jasper. Jasper, where were you when you realized that Orin was untethered and drifting away from the ship?
97% of the time, Jasper just has his eyes on his crewmates because they are always up to no good and doing something crazy, and someone has to keep an eye out for them. But they like to do this thing where they like to give him puzzles to distract him when they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. And so while Ray is walking in, he's literally just like fully focused on this puzzle. You just hear him swearing up a storm, like, why, there's got to be a puzzle piece missing. This should be working. I do not understand. The systems are like blaring as he's going, and he's just fully focused.
And he hears Ray say, why didn't Jasper notice? And from that, we're going to move to Riley. Where were you when you realized that Orin was drifting untethered away from the ship?
I think I was headed to Ari's room to ask them to acquire some chocolates and maybe a bottle of wine for Orin and Raylan. So I have like this little notepad of like grocery list, and I'm going, oh, he's gonna be out on the walks. He's not coming back anytime soon. I have plenty of time.
All right. And Ari, what were you doing when you realized that Orin was drifting untethered away from the ship?
I was most likely looking around through crawl spaces, maybe trying to find hiding spots to put some of these things that I have, trying to figure out which puzzle piece maybe I might want to put back in place with Jasper and take another one.
So while you're crawling in the crawl space, you hear Ray's comment. And Riley, this is when you walk through this area too. So nobody sees Ari, but the four of you have converged, and at least one of you realize Oren's missing, drifting out into space. Now, if I were there as well, what would I see? In, like a sentence or two, tell me what you look like.
Sure, I don't mind starting.
Start it.
So Riley's this tan-skinned, dark-haired man in his early 20s. He's wearing this kind of garbed, retrofitted SpaceX outfit, but that's been crossed off and says Journey in big letters that have been sewn on. He strikes kind of an athletic figure of someone who's very well-fed and keeps up with a regular activity, but he has a very lazy slouch.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. So Ari, she's generally she's like a tan skin figure. Her hair is kind of shaved all the way around the side, but it goes long, down to her chin. It's burgundy and then a teal kind of coloration. She's got tattoos kind of going down her neck and down her arms. And she wears several rings on her fingers. And yeah, just kind of has this very nonchalant kind of attitude about her. So,
right.
Raylan is well-fitted clothing, a white jacket. Their hair is sort of pinned in a way to keep it out of their face, while still looking kind of well-kept and professional. And they've got a little sort of medical kit belt that they wear that has a couple of little pouches on it that have the little health cross sign on them, but then there's a small dagger on one side just to kind of make sure that there's, you need to be able to cut stuff open sometimes. And I don't know how you're all tan considering we're in the depths of space, but I guess I've got a little bit of color in my skin too.
there's a tanning booth, and some of us are naturally tan.
I'm pretty much cosplaying as Jasper right now. So he usually is wearing a button-up shirt, a tie. He always likes to look really nice because you never know when you're going to be on camera, especially when you're always working with the comms and you're all on camera. So hopefully you guys are looking good too. But he always has high-tech things going on. He's got a watch that has sensors. He has his high-tech glasses, which when he looks at people, he can kind of see their basic profile. It's usually pinned to one of the crew members. Yeah, and he's got his shortcut on the side, and then he's got his teal hair on top.
Everybody has the coolest hair. I love everyone's hair. Well, what does Oren look like as he spins and drifts off into space?
So Oren is tall and a little bit thinner, not so thin that he's stickly, but just a little bit on the thinner side. Currently, he's wearing his EV suit, which is actually kind of tan leather with a little bit of it's almost like a faux poncho over one side, a larger than it needs to be helmet with kind of the orange, sort of gold sheen over the top to prevent light from getting to him. Just a belt of tools that goes all the way around. He's got, the darker brown on the gloves, these boots that go, all the way up and to about his knees, and he's just got piecemeal little bits of hardened armor on the outside of it that are clearly put there to occasionally use to either magnetize himself somewhere or anchor himself in place. And right now he is probably doing his best to breathe deeply, but it has probably started to affect the moisture inside of the helmet as he's drifting further and further away.
I'm going to ask you to go ahead and roll Face Adversity. You tell me what stat. Face Adversity is an open one where you can use whatever stat you want.
I think I'm going to use Expertise because he's been doing the walks outside for a little while. I think he's going to try to use his oxygen tank and vent to get himself just back in the general direction of heading towards the ship and hoping not to miss.
Before you do that, actually, I would like you to roll face adversity with physique to see, or metal, to see how calm you can stay.
Let's see. Let's do metal because that's the negative. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a 2.
All right. You want to be able to do other things, but it's going to be very hard. You are shaking. You are terrified. You are still spinning and dizzy. The condition that you have is clumsy. So what you roll next will be with a -1.
Okay.
In this scene.
Shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ooh, it's not bad. That is 6 plus 2. The expertise is 2, so that's 10 minus 1, 9.
9. All right. Tell me what you do to overcome the danger.
So he's got kind of like the backpack with the tanks that come up on each side of his helmet, and so he kind of reaches one of on the side of it, and as he's currently spinning, so he just releases these counter valves that spin opposite of each other, and then they stabilize his mouth, and then he claps them, then he tips them backwards, and it pushes him forward like he's like rocket manning off of the top of his helmet, and then gets back to the ship if that's enough to get him there.
Well, you rolled a 9, not a 10. So you're close, but you overshoot. So you're not as far away, but you kind of like you like Superman'd yourself like boom, over the ship instead of
Jasper,
all the way towards.
Jasper, stop!
Now you're moving faster. What do y'all do in the ship?
Ray has like, it's not even, I think she maybe tossed something at Jasper's puzzle to make it like knock over, and then is just taking off towards the exit hatch. As she gets there, she's just gonna like put on a helmet real fast and like do probably like a sealant thing to just seal it to her clothes directly, and grab a set of gloves real fast and do the same. And so she's like just duct taping them on real quick, not doing a full suit, and she's gonna open the door and cycle herself out to go get Orin with a fucking like what do we got? Like a what's that thing? What's that thing where you shoot it and it's got a string?
Harpoon?
Harpoon.
Yes. I'm gonna harpoon him.
I'm actually gonna have you roll open fire, which would be like the like sort of close quarters, like firing a weapon thing, because you're firing a harpoon.
Yes.
And on a fail, you will do some harm.
Right.
I'm in danger.
Yeah. So roll with metal. Roll with metal.
All right, I rolled a 7, and I get to choose the consequence.
Yes. No, it says the GM will choose one or more consequences.
But the move lets me do it.
Okay. Do you move?
So on a 7 to 9, I am going to cause undesirable collateral damage. No, well, that won't be damage to Orin, right?
No, it could be to the ship.
Okay.
Or to you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I guess I can suffer harm during the exchange. But yeah, some sort of undesirable collateral damage. Something else is going to get harmed instead of Orin because of what I did.
All right. I'm going to say you have a minor injury that it goes, and as like the force you try to use to move it in space wrenches your shoulder a little bit.
Okay.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Seeing Ray kind of try to harpoon Orin, Riley is going to go, Joy Corporate, oh, what did I name it? Journey Corps, go! And is gonna run and slap a button on his coat, and these two like propeller wings shoot out as like a little mask comes over, and he's gonna try and glide with his jump jets that are built into his coat.
That's awesome.
That's wonderful. Okay, so I
swear
would
to God, if you make me have to harpoon you too, I won't be as gentle.
Jasper's on his computer is like, why don't we have gravitational pull?
As
Gravitational
he leaps, he's like, I'm coming, baby boy! I've got to save my boy!
roll face adversity. You can make an argument for physique or metal. Actually, you could even make an argument for expertise. Which do you want to roll with?
I will take expertise
Okay.
for a 9.
Nice. Okay. As you do this, you are able to sort of time yourself with the harpoons. The harpoon pulls him back so that you don't undershoot. So it's timed perfectly between the two of you. You do take off a little piece of the outside of the ship, which is not surprising because that happens kind of frequently, but it will need
Maybe
repair.
like one of the, because of the new weight on the harpoon string and the new trajectory added to it, the like swing happened that knocked out some antenna of some sort. I'm sure
Yeah.
Oren will be able to handle fixing that.
Yeah,
later. It's no
yeah,
problem.
no, it's fine.
Connection.
As this is happening, Jasper, you just hear, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Jasper's like, do we not have some sort of gravitational and my computer is out?
Sorry, sorry. Oh wait, that was the
Nice.
communications array. He can't hear me.
All right. Jasper, is there anything else you want to do other than try to get the computer back up?
I think that's what his focus is. He's like, this
Yeah.
is why I don't do puzzles.
All right, roll access, so roll with interface.
Okie dokie. Interface is +2. Ooh, I rolled a 13.
Oh my goodness. Okay, tell me how amazingly awesome you do this task. And if you want a little extra Benny, you can put that in there too. That was a great roll.
I just feel like he's used to the shenanigans of this group, and he's like, I'm just gonna go to my backup. I have multiple backups. I planned multiple backups because I know they're gonna break something.
Perfect. And yes, it is now canon that you have multiple backups. All right, Ari, what are you up to?
I think when I saw Ray knock over that puzzle, I'm just walking over to Jasper and be like, oh man, like, let me help you with these. And I'm like putting some puzzle pieces back on there, and then I just casually put one in my pocket.
Nice. Okay. There is one for this, and I can't remember what it's called. Let's just do face adversity, and we'll do face adversity with expertise, I would say.
That's me, right?
Yes. So roll
Okay.
2d6 and then add or subtract whatever your modifier is for expertise.
Okay. Oh gosh, that is not great. That is a 6.
But you, Jasper, fully see her doing this. Just 100%. It's not even subtle.
What are you doing with my puzzle? You brought me this puzzle. You're not hiding a piece, are you?
Oh no. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I did that. It was a total mistake. Here. It's right
Orin
here.
is in danger and you're trying to steal my puzzle?
No, I was trying to help you.
Okay, all right. I'm watching you.
I'm right
All right.
here, buddy.
So while they're having this conversation, round about this time is when you're able to pull Orin back into the ship. Because of the shenanigans, even though, like Jasper, you were able to get things back online, there has been a little bit. You were out there, Orin, trying to do repairs, and instead of repairing, it kind of made it worse.
Alright.
You're heading for a station already. So it's called Station 3R, although it's colloquially called the Clank. You're heading for the Clank. You'll be there in a couple of days. You can get the repairs done there. It's not going to stop you from getting to the Clank or make you any slower. It's just something that is going to wear with time. So you want to repair. Let's see. What do you all do in the immediate wake of this? And then we're going to do cramped quarters, which is kind of you're spending time and space with each other. How you're interacting. What do you all do in the immediate aftermath, though, as Orin is pulled back in with Ray and Riley's assistance?
Ray absolutely does the full like, all right, you need a person to help you get out of the suit. And as I'm helping you get out of the suit, we're checking, are there wounds? What are your vitals like? You're getting the doctor rundown, medical assessment of like, is your pulse still okay? Do you look oxygenated? Are your cheeks responding well to being pinched?
Pinch me? Come on.
I think I noticed a little bit of paleness in his cheeks. I think you need to touch it again. Maybe warm it up. It might be a little bit cold. I'm not a doctor, but it looks like he needs that.
Listen, just because you yelled my baby boy doesn't mean I'm your baby boy, okay?
3 months older, bro. 3 months older.
Ah. Just a little panic attack. It's a little shake it off. Can't shake it off. Just gonna walk around in a circle real fast. Just gonna.
Circle, but it starts to feel a little bit like going around in a circle out in space.
Stop moving.
Yeah, Ray catches that and is like, all right, you sit down right here and take this. It's hypo, it'll be fine. And just like gives you a hypo injection to just like give you calm you down to counteract some of the adrenaline, just to like make sure you don't go into a full-fledged panic attack real quick. And it's just gonna sit you down and gonna hand you a bottle of water and just like, take a little drink of this. You'll
Where have you
be
been
fine.
hiding that stuff? Oh,
It's with my medical kit as it always is.
right.
Yeah.
Medical kit. Picks up
I
his
need that
helmet.
for emergencies. Don't take that.
Well, all right. Don't take any more of it. This is the good stuff. Holy hell.
Hey, Orin,
I know it's a white coat, but I see. Oh, hello.
Oh, no. Orin, I know you're in medical bay right now, but just remember, you're going to need to fix that. Thanks.
Old day. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, let's go see how bad it is. Come on.
Oh no, you can't operate any machinery for the next 2 to 3 hours.
Sorry, Jasper. Looks like I have to wait.
I mean, I could handle that. You should stay in the med bay. I'll
You
handle
won't touch my ship. Our ship. Last time. Do you remember last time?
Distinctly. You know, it's not often that you relive the childhood story of Baba Blackhole.
Don't touch. I will take care of it, I promise. As soon as I can feel my legs again, I will be out spacewalking.
It's all right here. I'll walk you to your room. It'll be better for you to just kind of relax there for a minute. Put your arm over
Take
me.
your rolling chair.
Oh, okay.
So Orin rolls away, sleeps it off, and you have another week before you get to the clink. What I'm going to have everybody do is each of you are going to pick. You have the option of doing this with NPCs, but you don't have an NPC now except for Orin. Pick one person to enter. Well,
I thought you were saying Orin was the NPC because he was drugged. I'm like, wow.
I have now taken over Orin. I am in charge. Orin is now my character. Sorry, Ty, you're done. Thank you. Good job.
My turn.
All right. So what I want you to do, and we can use the order that Graham suggested we have, which is very smart, Graham. We're now going to use that. And pick one person, and you're going to roll cramped quarters. And cramped quarters, depending on your roll, if you roll a 10 plus, you're going to describe how the two of you bonded over that time. If you roll a 7 or 9, you reveal or discover the answer to their question about an aspect of yourself or your past. Don't feel like you have to disclose more than you want to. Make it plot fun. And on a 6 minus, you describe what caused the newest hurt feelings or bad blood between you. And you're welcome to role play that out. So I believe let's start with Ray.
All right. I'm rolling what? Just 2d6?
Pick one of the characters,
Okay. I'll pick Ari.
and you just roll 2d6. What did you roll? Oh no!
Oh,
Okay.
What happens on a 5th?
Plus the newest hurt feelings or bad blood between the two of you.
Oh man.
Ashley, you can also be part of brainstorming this one.
I want to say it feels like something maybe where Ari maybe made Ray's favorite food and Ray didn't actually eat any of it.
What would Ari say to Ray that Ray would know that that's why Ari is upset? I want to hear this conversation.
Probably just be like, what the fuck? Slaving around over here, trying to make you your favorite food. You don't even eat it? You don't even, what, like...
Oh. Right.
Hold on, I'll say it again. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't like olives anymore, I guess. They're just...
Since when? Since when?
I'm sorry, I'll eat it.
No, don't eat it. Don't eat it just to appease me. Please, no.
I mean, you're clearly upset.
Well, it's just, you know, I was just trying to do something nice. All of a sudden you don't like olives, which is news to me.
I like it. It's good. I'll eat it.
Have you never liked olives? Has this always been a lie, or what's going on here?
No. I like olives most of the time. I don't like olives when they are the green ones.
Oh. Well, I mean, all right, whatever. Eat it, don't eat it. It's fine. It's cool. Whatever. I'm fine.
I'll eat it. I'll sit down and, like, eat around the olives for the most part, but, like, force myself to eat one every now and again.
All right. And Ari, you can totally tell. Speaking of, it is your turn to roll and pick one of the other characters. Which character would you like to have an interaction with over this week?
Is Oren now with us?
Yeah, Oren
Okay.
slept it off, and you know, by the end of the day, he was his old self.
Okay. I shall try to engage Oren. That was an 8.
Right. Reveal or discover the answer to a question about an aspect, their question about an aspect of yourself or your past. So, Oren, I want to hear in what conversation, how does Oren suggest to Ari that there's something he wants to know?
Let's see. Okay. Oh, I know. So, you know we're gonna need a new comms ray, right? The one that got smashed up during the dust up. So, you can get your hands on those, right? I mean, you know, it is kind of like that, unfortunately, around here a little bit. I've checked everything else out. Jasper has a bypass, but I'd like to get that one back up, and you can get that, right?
I have been known to stumble upon things here and there. Yeah, sure.
All right, I haven't asked for like 2 years, but how do you keep finding these things? You have to tell me, because it's every time I need something, all of a sudden, you know, we get to a port, and about a day later, there it is, but never quite enough to get everything, you know, put all the way back together, but enough to duct tape things back in place long enough that we can get where we're going. What's your secret?
Do I have to tell him the truth?
According to your role, you do, but you can tell it in a way that Ari would tell it, and you do not have to reveal everything about your character. Ari needs to say something truthful, not everything.
Let's just say that I have access to a little bit of money here and there every once in a while.
When you're spending your time here with us.
I mean,
I'll take flattered. I'll take flattered over any other questions I might have, because I never expected to get an answer to that one in the first place. So, by the way, green olives, come on.
you know what? Just, what does this thing do? And I just point to like a piece of equipment just to like change the subject.
Oh, that? I put it there to distract Riley from touching anything.
And then I go, yeah,
anything.
cool, and I walk away.
Black olives next time! Black olives!
Jasper, your turn. Pick a character and take a roll.
It's me, and I think I'm gonna pick Riley.
Okay.
Ugh. I rolled an 8.
All right. So I want to know, Riley, what you ask and have that conversation. And Jasper, you must say something truthful, but you don't need to say everything.
Okay, so I get to act. So I'll knock on Jasper's door. I think it's like 3 in the morning, and I know Jasper's up because the glow of the monitors. Hey, Jasper. You awake, buddy?
No.
Oh, I see. Well, can I come in?
If you must. A little busy, but sure.
It's okay. I won't be long. And I'll open the door and peek my head in. Jasper, I was wondering, I was walking around, as I do, and what got you into computers in the first place? Like, why?
What got me into computers?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, we play games together, but, like, you do the things with the computers to fix them, and I don't know what else.
Well, I was really bored one day, and my grades weren't the best, and so I fixed it. I learned how to fix it.
So did you just have to, like, hack into a computer, or did you, like, have to sneak into the school, knock out the janitor, and, like...
¿Por qué no los dos?
Now I'm gonna back out of that room real slowly.
And you just see him smiling at you as you leave. He's like, bye.
Riley,
walking down the hallway, you hear just Riley go, I didn't know I was traveling with a hacker.
Riley, it's your turn.
Ooh, you know what? I think I'd like to have a scene with Ray. That is a 8.
Okay.
Right. Do we already know? You are going to reveal or discover the answer to something that Ray asks you.
All right. I think that, there's been a little bit of like pushing a particular set of boxes back and forth across the line. And while you're sort of going through the cargo bay doing your checks, Ray sort of pops out of the adjoining medical bay and goes, Why the used car stuff? Look, I know this is abrupt, but I've been thinking about it. I was really bored today. I don't understand why you bought a failing company and are basically trying to sell used spaceships, or like get people to rent used spaceships. That doesn't seem like a great business model, and you pride yourself on being this business person.
So, like, you ever be on a planet's surface, right? And you look up in the sky and you see all the stars, every single one, twinkling, glittering, full of endless possibility. The universe stretches forever. forever. And you think, somewhere out there, there's a piece of that that could be mine. I could have a dream somewhere there. And no, you know what? Not everyone, people with a lot of money, they got plenty of dreams. They already got a dream come true. But the everyday people that want to rent or buy a used car or a used ship to go find their dream, I am giving them that dream come true.
But no one's buying.
I guess their dreams weren't big enough. But I mean, you can miss 100 balls, but as long as you hit one, you win space baseball or space ball or sports.
That's not how that works.
And
I just leave. I'm like, you don't know. You don't know. I'm very offended. Ray actually does follow space baseball.
I feel like this is perfect for cramped quarters because everyone is getting ever so minorly irritated with each other as they also get closer, which if you think about a bunch of people in a small space, that's what it would be. All right, Oren, it is your turn, last but not least.
I think Oren is going to go have a conversation with Jasper because he probably feels like he needs some good graces with Jasper after breaking comms, right? Oh Lord, it's a 4. It's a 4. So...
Oh no! Describe what caused the newest hurt feelings or bad blood between you. Let's see that.
So, again, didn't mean to break it, but also, was floating away gonna die in space. So maybe a little slack this time isn't the worst thing you could give me.
You broke the good one.
That was a good one. Of course it was a good one.
Every other word cuts out right now, and it's driving me insane.
Well, just have him say the sentence twice, but start with a different word, and then you'll have the whole thing, right? No.
You're just going to see Jasper look at you, and his eyes start to glow the color purple.
No, don't you be Googling me. Don't you be looking for things on me.
And he's just looking at you, and he's just straight faced. He just smiles at you after a second. He's like, uh-huh.
You don't... What is it? Is it the times that I've looked up how to play guitar 48,000 times but still don't know how to play guitar? Is that what you just found out? But why am I telling you something? I just gave you something for free. And he just kind of mumbles to himself as he walks away. Fucking Jasper and every fucking other one.
And as you're turning away, he pulls up a screen and it's just videos of you trying to learn guitar. He's like, and this is going to get posted to the YouTube.
Yes.
So did you just call it NewTube?
It's NewTube now.
I love it. Okay. That was great. Everybody, lovely, wonderful. After this time of becoming both closer and more irritated at each other at the same time, you finally arrive, and you arrive at 3R, also known as the Clank. Not the Clink, the Clank. There's 3R, reduce, reuse, refuel. That's their tagline. 3R is just a tiny little, it's almost like a road stop. There's a couple restaurants, there's a place for refueling, there are a few sort of stores and things like that, but it's pretty small, and you can tell that it's not very well kept as you approach it. It's a ring with a command center at the middle. You can tell it was once really well kept and shiny, because the little creases where space debris and ships have not rammed into it are shiny still. There's no rust because there's no oxygen in space, but you see the scuff marks of all the rest, right? As you pull in though, to the dock, you see there is oxygen on the inside, and the inside is rusty. It's got that red-green sort of pallor, Everything smells a little bit like rust when you walk out. There's 3 or 4 other ships that are docking at the same time. And one of the ships is this sort of souped up little, like, it's class 1 ship, which is a little like a couple of people, 1 to 4 people. And a couple walks up to you, just very obviously a couple, very obviously, the kind of couple that, and I don't mean this in any offense way, but like, they golf together, right? They come up to you, and one of them is wearing like a t-shirt and a hat, and like a vest, and the t-shirt actually says BCC. The other one, she's wearing like big hoop rings and a necklace, and as you look close to the necklace, like it's like metal, but it's metallic macaroni. And the ship, if you look at the ship, is called the Macaroni, but spelled M-A-C-K. And anyone here would probably notice that BCC stands for Beetlejuice Community College. You would recognize this logo anywhere. Hey, everybody! You look like you had some trouble over there. Looks like things didn't work out for you well in space. What were you saying?
Oh, well, if it isn't the return of the Mac, hi guys.
Wait. BCC? BCC. Go Beetlejuice! Go Juicers! I
Yeah,
can't
go
believe
Juicers.
it. I can't believe it. Light years away. Are all of you? Is everyone?
We're
Oh
all
yeah, we're all.
I think it really depends. We've been around. Are you really from anywhere?
Yeah, Beetlejuice, right? Is that what you?
Beetlejuice Community College.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Oh wait. Oh no. Okay. No. You almost got me. You almost got me there. That's a good one. That's a good one. And his wife starts singing like enthusiastically, like the song for like the anthem for Beetlejuice Community College, which I don't think I can come up
Red
with
in
off
the
the top of my
sky,
head.
but gold in our hearts.
Something like that. And of course, Beetlejuice is said twice in that particular anthem. So she just starts singing it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You know what? You gotta come have. We're gonna go have pizza nuts. Does anybody want to come have pizza nuts with us?
What were your names again?
My name is what's written on Jen's sheet that I have to look at because I printed it out too small. I'm Andy Mackerel. And she says, I'm Susan Mackerel. We're the Macaronis. And they point at the ship. And just the smarmiest looks on their face. They are so proud.
That is so clever. So clever. You know what your ship could use?
Oh.
Well, let me just say, Beetlejuice Community College, founded by alumni, these brand new, refurbished vehicles.
Brand new vehicle. I mean, we put a lot of money in this vehicle. I don't know what you're on about, friend.
All right, well, hear me out. You have that vehicle.
Okay.
It can sail the stars. But when you land, where are you going to take her for a cruise?
Anywhere we want.
Yeah.
Wait a second. And they look at the tag on your shirt, and Susan says, Are you that, like, we just turned SpaceX into Journey person? I heard about this. Like, you're just trying to, like, rebrand. That's you, right?
Yeah. It's going really well.
Ray
heard they were
has
contesting-
like positioned herself to like be looking at Riley and just be like,
You heard they were contesting that in court, right?
I had not heard that, which is really weird. But I should go. I have some business to take care of here.
Okay.
You should all get, what was it, pizza?
Pizza nuts.
Pizza nuts. and I'll catch up with all of you later, maybe.
Jasper's gonna
got
just
business things to do.
Jasper's gonna just pat you on the shoulder and he's gonna be like, "They'll never win that case. Don't worry, I got you."
There's like you can see like the moisture on Nina's eyes. It's just sort of see. It's like good friend.
Right. So I'll let
Ari,
you know.
You wanna,
No, go
Ari,
ahead.
you wanna go get those things? Do we want to go get those things? The business critical things?
Right. Yes.
Oh, and Ari, remember, I need some catnip and a bouquet of daisies.
Daisies this time, not roses?
No roses this time, no. We're still good on roses, but the daisies have finally given out.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Jasper
Weird
just
knowing
sees-
everybody's lying, but not about what. He said business too many times. There's no flowers on my goddamn ship, and Jasper for once is silent, so... I'm gonna go
So
get
let
some
me-
nuts.
Let me give you
Jasper.
a sense of where you can all go here. This is such a small place. We have a general store. Which is, it's a little bit more like a market or like a 7-Eleven. There's not, you're not going to be making wonderful fresh food based on what you get from the store. The control hub, the docks. There's a Nixers counter, and the Nixers are essentially like exterminators who try to get rid of infestations of Nikititis, which are our little octopus friends who run around in mecha crab suits, about this big, and like to take over spaceships. So there's a Nixers counter, and then there's the pizza nuts. Pizza nuts, as everyone knows, being pizza donuts. And those, other than these giant ad boards that are doing rotating ads all over the station, are what you have to interact with here. Who's going to do what?
Pizza nuts.
Go to Pizza Nuts as well, and I still have helmet in hand. As soon as I see the Nixers, when nobody's looking.
Jasper's probably looking to see if there's any like parts or anything. He's really struggling with some machinery because one of his things is that he's really good with cutting edge technology, but anything that is even remotely old frustrates him. So you just see him in the corner just like trying to like wrangle a machine to start working. He's not thinking about food.
It's a vending machine. On the set. I'll let you figure it out.
Most vending machines work like this. Why is this one not working?
I think Ray comes and stands beside you and is like, I got you. And just swipes a card over it, pushes some buttons, and
It doesn't
then
have
like
proximity pay.
it makes a whirr and drops down some like chips for you and is like, is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Or did you want the candy bar? She just swipes again, doesn't even wait for you, taps it in, puts it down. Because like Ray is real bad with all the cutting edge technology, but this, she's got this. And she's gonna show you. She's gonna show you up. Got this.
He's like, it's not supposed to take the card. It's just supposed to work. Why isn't it just working? And he's just gonna look at you and he's just gonna be like, thanks. And he's gonna like just take his chips. He's gonna like waddle off.
Ari, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go over to Jasper and say, did you want that candy bar that you got too, or are you just gonna eat the chips?
And he's gonna hand you the candy bar. He's gonna look sad about it. He's gonna hand it to you.
Cool, thanks, bud. And then I'm gonna toss it to Riley.
Catch it discreetly, like shove it in the coat.
And then I think I'm gonna ask Riley, I'm like, did you really want to go do some stuff, or?
All right, well, I've got a plan. We have to keep it hush hush. Ride or die. Ride or
It's
die.
me. It's me.
You're right. So Jen, I would like to use my acumen skill
Yes.
to ask, what is profitably exploitable here?
Profitably exploitable. how do you define profitably exploitable? That's two big words right next to each other.
Yeah. So for Riley, Riley's looking to earn a few quick bucks with utilizing the skills that he and Ari have.
Yeah, I got you.
That is going to give us the biggest net gain for the littlest effort.
Okay.
You really follow that Beetlejuice motto.
So the Nixer's counter, you can tell, like, you're just like, your antenna kind of goes off, that the person behind the Nixer's counter doesn't know what he's doing. He clearly feels in over his head, has no idea how to secure, like, his, the data pad where all the credits are put. He doesn't know how to run the business. He just looks like completely overwhelmed. And could be easily manipulated to sell you part of the business, give you some of the money and the credits. Like, when you see him, he's like, hi, do you have a Nikki TT problem? Because I would love to. I can help. No,
not at all. We don't have a single one. But it seems like you have a problem and we are in the business of fixing problems. It's clear to me, as a fellow business owner, a concerned business owner, that, the weight and burden of owning a business can, suck your very soul out.
I'm a co-owner, and so my brother Steven is the co-owner, and he, left on a business trip and just he hasn't come back yet. So I don't between you and me, I don't know what I'm doing. No, I really don't know what I'm doing.
I absolutely get it. I absolutely get it.
Okay, and this kid looks like he's maybe 17, 18. Like he's so in over his head.
All right. Well, I can share some business wisdom with you. Like a lesson or a coaching. Me and my partner here, we've traveled the universe. We know a lot of stuff, picked up a lot of skills in our travels. Show us what you're working with, and we'll settle a price, based on what you feel that information is worth. And I will say this: I am being sincere in that I am going to give him as much information as I can.
I love it. I kind of want you to go ahead. I want you to roll command just to see, first of all, how much you get, and we'll be doing this in like cargo units. And second of all, I think how good a consultant the two of you are, and whether word of mouth might get around that you are amazing business consultants.
Okay, so that's 2d6 plus my influence.
And Ari, since you're there too, I want you to do get involved. So you start with get involved. You're Riley's like wingman. Go ahead and roll get involved.
Is there a stat I should use?
Yes, sorry. You can use whatever stat you want that's relevant to this, but I think influence is the most obvious one.
Then that would be 10.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you are able to, whatever Riley rolls, you get to bump it up a level.
Okay.
So if he rolls a 6, it turns to a 7 to 9. If he rolls a 7 to 9, it turns to 10. And I think it's no fun if he rolls a 10 and you get that, and so you'll get something extra if he rolls 10 and over. All right, go ahead, give that roll.
All right. 5 and a 5 plus 2.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want Riley to tell me how this works so well, and Ari, I want you to tell me what extra thing happens. And I think I'm gonna roll for how much cargo you get.
Okay, so
I'm gonna roll a die.
Look at Ari, and I think Ari and I both, Ari acquires a lot of goods. So what we do is we kind of look at the list of inventory and realize that they're doubling their shipments of stuff that they're not selling. And I go, well, it's eating up cargo space for you. You're not selling at the rate that you need, and it's costing you. So, what you need to do is liquidate that asset, or
it's already liquid, it's pesticide.
Perfect. I can take that off your hands, and then it's going to clear up cargo space for here are your big sellers. This is what you're making profit off of. And then I will highlight the items, and I'll be like, these are what are selling at higher ratios than everything else you've got. So you want to order more of those because you're running a capacity issue. But the problem being is you're filling up too much of your cargo with stuff that's not selling. pesticides. I mean, who's gonna buy that here? Maybe once in a blue moon?
Graham, could you be a business consultant for me, please?
Yeah, sure, I got you.
Excellent. He is hanging on your every word. His eyes are like saucers. Like you have become, in the course of an afternoon, his idol. Ari, what extra thing happens while this is going on? What extra special beneficial thing happens either through your teamwork or through Ari's intervention in front or behind the scenes?
Okay, so like an extra thing that like we get from this person, like
yeah, it could be while they're doing this, I sneak around and I get this really nice thing. It could be like he ends up giving us partial ownership in his business, like any little extra thing for a 13 plus a successful influence.
I think I'm just gonna try to be sneaky and just like kind of see what I can find on top of the counter over here, and then I might try to see if I can find like their client list, so that we can try to get some customers or contacts, something to help out.
You're able to download the client list. And also you find another thing on the data pad. First of all, you find that the client list has changed a lot. Like usually people have some consistent clients, and there's been a ton of turnover of clients in about the past 3 months. And second, you find a digital pamphlet for the Constellation Congregation. Specifically in a folder for Stephen, Ralphie's brother.
I think I'm gonna just give Riley like a quick look, like we gotta talk. Like just kind of like telepathically.
I feel like our characters have that like the look where it's like the oh shit.
Yeah.
What have we done?
Nice. All right, let's go to Pizza Nuts. Pizza Nuts, pretty well-known pizza donuts around the galaxy. It's kind of a nice, like really friendly, sort of gruff guy, Robbie, who's in charge of Pizza Nuts. And welcome to Pizza Nuts. So nice to see ya. Go ahead, have a seat. You want pepperoni donuts? You want pineapple donuts? You want sardine donuts? What kind of donuts do you want?
An olive, please.
Olive with or without chocolate?
Definitely with chocolate.
With chocolate. Chocolate olive donuts. Green olive?
I like the red ones.
The red olives. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get you chocolate with red olive donuts. What kind of cheese?
Gouda.
Gouda. Okay, Gouda chocolate and red olives donut. Perfect. What do you want? And before you get to say anything, Oren, Andy jumps in and makes his own order, which is pineapple and pepperoni, because of course it is. And Susan orders a veggie mozzarella donut. And then finally, like Robbie goes, I'm so sorry you had to wait for so long. They were, talking over you. And he gives like kind of a stare at them. What do you want to order?
You know what? Let's just do about as many meats as you can get on there, including the anchovies, and let's do some onion, and then do the ranch and barbecue, mix it together for a dipping sauce. And while he's doing this, he's texting Ari, shit, I was wrong, red olives, red R-E-D.
You want that with or without the maple glaze?
And Ari responds with literally just a middle finger emoji.
That's fair. Totally fair. Sorry, would you say glaze?
With or without the maple glaze?
Maple glaze. You know what? Glaze the bacon only. That sounds
Glaze the
delicious.
bacon. All right. Andy and Susan sit down and wave you over. Say, come on. Any alums are welcome to eat with us. You know what? The chocolate cheese sticks are on us. They're on us.
Generous. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. It's always nice to get something that's not ship food, right?
That's right. That's right. Although, we got a remodeled kitchen on ours. We could make these if we wanted to. And Susan's like, I make organic salads all the time. I actually grow my own mushrooms. In the ship, we have I wanted to say hypodermic. What is the thing when there's water and you grow it with
hydroponic?
Whatever.
You were very close. You were so close.
Really close.
A hypodermic garden
That could be
on the
like-
ship. Yeah.
Sounds like y'all spent a pretty penny on that ship. What's the plan?
Oh, well, we are just seeing the universe. We graduated. We're going to take a little time, before we go to 4-year college, just to see the universe. And like, you look at them, and they are in like at least their mid-30s. They've taken a long time.
With the time dilation, how long do you think you've been out here?
I don't know. A decade. About 10 years.
Nice. Very
We've
nice.
been, we just, you know what though? We love the galaxy. We love the galaxy, right? Right? The galaxy's
Y'all are-
wonderful.
Y'all
Just-
debt surfers?
Jasper
What?
would probably as they're all talking, he's like, okay, so they have been in this area for 10 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 4 days. and 7 days."
You know what? I actually want you to roll access.
Okay,
So that's with interface.
I'm pretty sure I have a skill for that, but Oh yeah, I can track their public movements and
Nice.
all that. Okay, so interface?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's a 2, and that's an 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13.
All right. So a couple of things that you get with a 13. First of all, you know every place that they've ever been, right? Second, you find information about their relatives who are the former, inherited owners of SpaceX. And I should explain to everybody watching, SpaceX is short for Space Exodus, Space EX. We're not referring to any real thing. They are involved in the court
Formerly known
case.
as Space-
Yeah. And they never went to Beetlejuice Community College. They went to some kind of fancy private, you know what? Harvard's probably still around. They went to Harvard on a scholarship, on a legacy scholarship.
Wow.
We're talking Nepo babies here. They can continue talking there. What about that football team? I mean, we were there the year that they won the community college championship, and they give very accurate information about the football team. The Juicers.
Right.
For what?
You could buy the college for about half as much as you spent on that ship, right?
You're right. You're so funny. So it's like, you're so funny. You're just so funny. You're right. We love our ship. Our ship's wonderful. You know what? You can take a ride. You want to take a jaunt around the station on our ship?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's you're missing out. You're really missing out. We have a tanning booth. We
I
have
think
a
it's time for me
massage
to-
chair.
Miss out even more. Y'all are making me uncomfortable. I'm gonna go.
Oh, well, so sorry. I was like, well, I'll see you around then. Bye. Sorry.
Please don't.
Can Jasper hack into their computer and just turn all their screens to our every time they start up, it's like the Raid Shadow Legends sounds, every time they log it, and he's just like, they're gonna hate this. This is gonna be great.
Well, you gotta explain the sounds to me though, because I am not hip enough to know what you're talking about. What are the sounds?
I'm always muted, but every time I open up the video, it always has Raid Shadow Legends, so just some sort of ad.
Yeah.
Raid
Yeah.
Shadow Legends every time I open everything up.
Nice. You actually start hearing there's like a ding, as if there's a message on Andy's data pad, and he looks at it, and like the sound of that ad, just, oh gosh, and keeps trying to close it, and then there's ding on Susan's, and there keeps being that noise, and it's just, you just keep hearing overlapping ads for the same product.
You guys just hear Jasper chuckling under his breath. He's like,
so Ray doesn't know the stuff that Jasper hacked. However, these people have some things that don't line up well, and I think that Ray's a little on edge. Could I try and like really look them up and down, like really check out their finer details, like really take in this situation of them like accidentally running into us and inviting us out for pizza nuts and trying real hard to convince us to get on their ship?
Yes.
Can I like assess this or something?
Yes, that's definitely assessment. I'm gonna say expertise.
Okay. So that is 7.
Okay.
And when I first witness a situation with deduction, I get to ask one of the following answers for an honest answer. One of the following questions for an honest answer, as part of the role. And who or what is most dangerous in this situation?
Right. As you are sitting next to them and their data pads are going nuts, you notice one that like Andy really quick, like he closes the ad and there's a screen that's popped up on his data pad. He tries really quick, like if you weren't so paying attention, you wouldn't notice this, but he really quickly tries to get rid of it. And you see at the top of it, in large letters, the word repo.
Mm-hmm. I think that Ray goes, Jasper, I think that you're probably a little bit too busy, but I don't want to be rude to our fellow alum here. I'll go check out your ship. You guys obviously have a lot you want to be able to show off, so I'm happy to. I don't have anything else going on. Just, do medicine stuff and nobody's hurt, so.
Right, wonderful. Come see the ship. You finish your pizza nut, and then we're ready to go.
Oren goes over and whispers to her, "Are you sure? You creep me the hell out. How much money without a job? Cruising around for a decade?"
Oren, you should probably go with Jasper to identify which of the many antenna repair pieces are required. I know that you two are busy trying to work on some stuff, so I don't really have any other job that I need to do here. I'm happy to hang out with some alum.
Have I caught up with them yet? Like, am I in the realm of their...
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would like to pretend I hear this, and I'm gonna volunteer to tag along. I'm like, hey, are we going somewhere? I'd like to see something.
Yeah, come see our ship. Our ship is amazing. It's just wonderful.
Have you
the macaroni.
finished getting your things? I thought you had a whole list of stuff that you required.
No, we're good. We're good.
I bet half of it's on our ship. We can give you some.
Yeah, let's check it out. Love to. Love to see new things, try new things, go on new rides. I'm coming.
All righty. Wonderful. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
before you go, check out this meme I'm sending you, and he's going to send you like a ton of information. He's like, send. Isn't that really funny? Send.
Ray has to like open a flip phone because and like scroll.
And you Ray, because you're paying attention so close, just see like the smarminess just gets even thicker with them. And Susan is like, oh, you know what? I gotta go to the little girls' room, but I'll catch up with you. All right, I'll catch up. You guys go on, and then I'll be there, and I'll give you the tour of my part of it. You'll see the hydroponic plants and all that wonderful thing. And he's gonna show you the game room.
I'm running back to our ship after the text from Jasper.
And Andy walks with you back to the docks. and opens the hatch to his ship and gestures for you to come in, Ari and Ray. And Jasper, are you there too?
No, Jasper is going to head back to the ship too, because like one of his skills is that I can remotely get involved. So he's getting into his system. He's like, all right, so I have eyes on Ari, I have eyes on Ray. And then when I access somebody's personal systems, I can track one person. So he's going to be having eyes on, what is her name? On Susan. And so he's like, okay, I've got eyes on Susan, got eyes on, and so he's just kind of like keeping everyone in his sight, but he can't really do as much in person. So he's on the ship, like
nice.
All his screens are going.
Yeah. All right, Ray, Ari. The hatch opens up. Andy walks onto the ship. He pulls out a piece of paper. And paper's kind of rare. It's only really used in official situations. He hands it to you and he goes, "This is an official notice. Your ship is being repoed. You are in our sovereign territory on our ship, and our law states this ship is ours by inheritance." And Jasper, at the same time, you see Susan walk up to the ship and slap a big sticker on it that says RP, which is sort of the universal symbol that this thing is being repoed. And that's where we'll go to break. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to all of you watching. Welcome back to all of my wonderful players. When last we left, Andy and Susan Mackerel, claiming that their ship is sovereign territory, have asserted the right to repo the Relentless Optimist, which is your ship. Andy inside, showing the legal papers to Ray and Ari. Susan outside, slapping a big sticker on the ship. Jasper, you are inside monitoring all of this. Riley, Oren, where are you? What are you doing?
I think Riley has like a hover pusher with like all the excess cargo that we're like bringing on the ship, and has been doing it
You
for
have
a few
three.
days.
Mark down. You have 3 cargo. I rolled for you.
Okay.
You have 3 cargo.
All right. So I think he's been just bringing in the cargo and does not know what's going on, and he's like 2/3 of the way done when these 2 people come up, and he's like, "Oh no, not them, anyone but them."
I think I ran back to the ship, so he's putting on his spacesuit and getting ready for a walk because he's like, gosh, because he was planning on tagging them with the Nekatiti, and so that's what he's currently been doing.
You kind of hear in the back of your head, I don't know, it's kind of small. It's kind of, we need a bigger space. It's too small.
No, I know you do, but like I have to tag all of them. That's part of the deal, isn't it?
Okay, all right, yes. I just want you to know we don't really. I don't know. We don't care.
Oh, well, but I do. So this one's for me. This one's more for me.
All right, so you're running up, like putting your suit together. Susan sees you, and she pulls on her earring, and you see a flash and a jumpsuit of armor appears all over her body, concealed, her clothes having been an illusion. And she yanks on her macaroni necklace, pulls it apart, and starts to move it around and construct it into a handgun. All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to fire with my penetrating stunner pistol.
Nice.
So
okay, that would be launch assault. Launch assault.
Yep. And this is plus physique. Oh wait, no, that's for close quarters. This is open fire, so it's metal, so it's worse. For me, anyway.
It's open fire? You're not long range.
I have a stun pistol I was opening up with.
How far away are you?
Oh,
Are you doing it from a distance?
Yeah, I was still like 15 feet away.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead and open fire.
Why are you making it harder on yourself, Ty? I don't know, other Ty, because I'm a dummy. Oh, doesn't matter. It is a 6 and a 3 minus 1. It's an 8.
Okay, it's actually -2 because she has 2 armor. So
I have penetrating on my pistol.
And what does that do?
Armor. It penetrates.
Armor, so it ignores armor. Okay, sounds good. Change concepts. Okay. All right. So it was an 8.
Yes.
So it says you're able to, and how much harm does it do?
It's a stun, so it just stuns.
It's a stun. Okay. You do that, but you also manage to damage one of the cargo. Like it ricochets a little bit and hits the cargo, and like the pesticide starts to sort of leak out onto the floor. Actually, you hear your little companions go, "That's right! Get rid of that shit!" And Susan is stuck, like constructing her handgun.
Just gonna go and take that away from you. Just takes it out of their hands and then sort of just looks around. Well, Riley, you got a cargo case or something I could put her in?
Are we taking hostages?
Yeah, apparently. Do you have one or not? The stuff doesn't last all day.
Yeah. I mean, we have 3. One has a few more bullet holes, maybe. But we've got this one. It's full of pesticides. I'm sure that's not going to bite us in the ass. It's not going to bite us in the ass. I'm kind of freaking out, man.
I don't care. You think I'm having a good time here? I don't know. I panicked. They were pulling out a gun. They have full armor. I'm just going to shove the armor comes.
You already convinced me.
All right. So they put a repo sticker on the side of the truck. What did you do?
What?
What did you do? Why are there repo people trying to take off?
Why is that whenever something goes wrong, it's always me? Okay.
Because statistics?
Fair point.
All right.
As far as I know, this wasn't me.
Ah, shit. All right.
I think.
It's fine. We need to find everybody else right quick, because, oh yeah, I'll be right back. And he jumps out to the outside to tear the sticker off.
All right, well,
it's pretty well attached. It's very well attached. It's going to take some like machinery to get it off.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll use my upgrade ability. So I'll just take a piece of scrap metal and then patch over the top of it so it's no longer visible.
While you're doing that, 2 things happen. 1, you start to hear banging from inside the cargo. And 2, Andy inside the ship goes, "Don't you dare do that to my wife," and pulls out his own, like he presses his belt buckle and he pulls out his own, like a shatter hammer, melee weapon. So like the belt buckle expands and the back of it thickens and it becomes a hammer. And he goes after Ray to try to stun Ray. So Ray, I want you to brace for impact. So you roll plus armor.
Okay. 8.
8. Okay.
9.
9. All right.
Yeah.
So that's gonna give you. Let me just check. Yeah. That's gonna give you 2. Look, you already had a harm, didn't you?
That was over.
That was over the course. Yeah, that was a week ago. You're fine. I mean, sometimes you have to massage it, but yeah, that's gonna give you major harm. So that's like the 2nd level of harm.
9 gets me major harm.
Yeah, it says you suffer an injury. You suffer an injury of that severity, and it's a 2. So
am I supposed
you
to
suffer
add my armor or take away my armor?
plus your armor?
Plus my armor. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, major injury doesn't mean you're knocked out. It just means you're hurt real bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Ari, what do you do?
I think that what happened is that, like, because he showed us a thing for the ship, I'm still just so baffled that when he comes at me, I'm just like standing there a little bit, like, oh.
Boom! And he just gets you right across the head.
As he's swinging at Ray, I would like to see if I can use one of my throwing knives to try to, like, push him back or, like, pin him to a wall or something.
Nice. Okay, go ahead and roll for me. Open fire. Oh no, launch assault. So roll with physique.
No. That is 3.
It's a 3. All right. You are not able to pin him, and at the Ray, I would say that the consequence for you is that you're concussed. And now I'm going to let the both of you roll for the battle inside the ship. So we can do a roll that summarizes what happens in this moment inside the ship instead of blow by blow. So now that we have a sense of like how it begins, I want either one of you can roll launch assault or open fire, whichever you want, and the other can roll get involved.
I can roll the launch assault.
Okay.
You're concussed, so you're clumsy. I'm going to say you get a -1 to it.
Okay, but what does get involved use?
Whichever stat you feel like is appropriate. I would say probably physique for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do, Ari? Do you want to roll get involved or launch assault? Which I guess they're both the same if they're both with
Yeah, it's just a question of who feels like they're luckier. I don't know.
I mean, Ari,
if you want to make the argument to roll with something else, you can.
I mean, generally Ari always feels lucky, and also because you are concussed, and because I am very protective over you, I might actually have to assert myself in being the launch assault.
Go
Okay.
for it. Okay.
All right.
So I roll physique to get involved.
Or you could also roll with metal because you're pushing past the pain that you're feeling, whichever you want.
Does not matter. I rolled a 5.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Ari.
I rolled, and so this is a physique.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 9.
All right. Describe to me how you were able to subdue Andy, and I will describe to you what the cost is. With Ray's help. With not a lot of Ray's help.
Not a lot of Ray's help. Ray was fully fucking stunned and then knocked over the head and then fell on the ground, and like her assistance is just that like because she wasn't doing a good job fighting back, it was hard to fight her. And so you were able to get an angle on the dude.
Now also, do I have 2 throwing knives or 1?
You can have 2.
Okay.
I believe it says that you get 2. Either way, in this scene, you have 2.
So what I'm gonna do essentially is I'm gonna take my extra throwing knife, and this time I'm gonna throw it and it's gonna hit, right? And then because I'm now supremely pissed off, I'm gonna pick up the one that missed and throw it again in the same, and it hits in the same spot, so they're like totally down and subdued.
Nice. Down and subdued, meaning like pinned down?
Pinned down, yeah.
Yeah, nice. On the floor or on the wall?
The wall.
Okay, so he's pinned up to the wall, going, how dare you do this in my sovereign territory? This is my ship, this is my country, this is my sovereign territory.
Sucks to suck. I don't know.
That ship is ours by right. That ship is ours by right. That ship, this company has been in our family for 1,000 years. How dare you? How dare you try to take our name? How dare you?
Oh. That must be really hard for you.
It is. It is really hard. You know what? It is really hard. It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. Are we done, or what's going on?
I'll never be done until I get the ship. I'll never be done until I get the company. I'll never be done until Riley is writhing with pain and unable to afford anything because he's in debt for the rest of his life.
As he's trying to give his little "I'll never be done" speech, can Ray have kind of pulled herself together enough to like hypo him and not give him punches?
Sure.
She's just like, okay, I'm up. Okay, I've got a thing. Okay, here you go. Shut up. Okay, you're done. I'm done.
He's sort of hanging limp
And then
into the side.
She just kind of like lays back down on the ground.
But before
Things are
you
spinning a little bit.
Before Ray like lays down, because I'm always trying to get like Ray to smirk or smile or something while he's doing his speech, I'm like turning and looking at her and just like mouthing the word like that.
Yeah, Ray's not like, oh, this is not a good time to try. It doesn't work at all.
All right, chat. Let me pause for a second. What's up with Jasper during this?
He is probably getting more like he's like kind of like looking at everybody. He's like, hey, they got it. And he's like, okay, now how can I get into the system, into their systems, and make this even worse for them? I'm like, they're knocked out. That one's in a box. Now how do we get their assets?
Nice. Okay. I want you to do obviously like within realistic limits. I'm going to let you do access. And what will happen if you succeed is that you will successfully be able to, in data at least, pretend to be them at least once at each like station that you go to and city.
Got it. So I rolled an 8, and you said it's expertise, interface?
Interface.
So 8, I have 2, so 10.
All right. So I want you to remember that where you go, you can have one instance of masquerading as them in whatever system.
Got it. As the mackerels. Once.
Andy and Susan.
Andy and Susan.
Right.
He's like, I'm
Andy
gonna
and
use their money.
Andy and Susan being subdued. Yeah. Oren, what do you do?
I float over to their ship and take the fake C off of Mac, and it's muscarels, isn't it? I'm scared. But I will tag it with the please infest this ship sauce.
Nice. And at this point, like your companions you feel the like laughing rhythm on your head, but it's not laughter at you. You can tell. They appreciate a good tag.
I know, right?
This having been subdued, what does everybody do to resolve this situation?
I definitely disarm them before we throw them in the box. That might be a good idea. I'm assuming that the armor that they wear can be like divested with preserving their modesty.
Yeah. There's like a pin that they have on their armor that they have on their that they have on the armor that they press to make it disappear and come back. So you can remove that pin.
Yeah. So I will take that, and then I will take their gun and any other things on them that may seem, I'm gonna shoot my way out of this. It's probably not a great idea.
It's pretty cool to have a macaroni necklace that you can turn into a handgun. That is pretty cool. They're pretty neat.
Sell this.
Yeah.
There are dollar signs. But when I do that, and after I divest them, we don't want her on our ship, but also I don't want to lose the cargo. Well,
I want to say that one cargo is already lost.
Yeah. I think I'll just push that one out with them in it, but I'll make sure that like the lock is like doubly sealed. And do we other like tags for like shipping lanes that we have for logistics purposes? Like this is made for pickup? Because I will mark it with a pickup icon for someone else.
Nice. Okay. All right, cool. Do you have a specific like pickup by whom to go to where?
Yeah, so I like to think that I have it with, I guess I would like to call in my, my allegiance or faction?
Okay.
Because I feel like Journey Corps has a one driver for shipments of parts.
You have loyal people within your company. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mark it for Journey Corps.
Yeah. Our intern Jerry's gonna get them.
Nice. And take them like just some far away place. Perfect.
It's literally like directions like edge of the universe, drop off zone.
This will never come back to haunt us.
I mean,
Ever.
ideally, her husband will be chasing after her, trying to get her. So it won't come back to haunt us. That's the point.
Should we steal their tools and ability to continue forward? Maybe all their fuel, maybe just a little speed bumps and stuff like that. Mainly the tools, because those are some nice tools.
I mean, didn't Raylan say something about flowers at one point? Like, they have a hydroponics? Like, how fast would it take us to grab that? I mean, I bet she'd be so happy with you. She would be beside herself, Orin. This is your moment, bro.
How many times I gotta tell you? There is no moment coming. I fucked it up so bad.
Get it.
What'd you just say?
Get it.
Fine.
Meanwhile, Ray has like, I imagine Ari maybe helped me get back, but like Ray has like just laid down on her own like medical bay bed and is just laying there like, I need to sleep, I think, but I can't, but I shouldn't. But I'm so tired. Just a small nap. I'll be fine. And it's just like in her own medical bay by herself.
I love it.
I would think though, like before we leave, like Ari would be searching the ship or searching something on this guy, trying to find something, anything that's useful to take with me. And then also, I would like to try to find a place where I can lock him in and get my throwing knives back.
Love it. Love it. Okay. I think how I'm going to do this. You know what? Who feels the luckiest in this group?
I just rolled 2 ones. I'm not doing
Yeah. Yeah. Is that a nodded or a me, Graham?
Not it.
Oh, I mean, I guess I don't think I rolled poorly yet. At least not terribly.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
That's a d6. That's a 4.
Okay. You are able to like scavenge 4 major components of this ship, right? The hydroponic garden maybe being one of them. And the 5 of you can come up with what the other 3 are.
Comms Ray because I owe Jasper.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, I need my comms array. Get me
Didn't they
something
brag
good.
about a kitchenette?
They did
You
crack
have
out some
A
kitchen stuff.
sweet kitchen. Yes.
Can I like somehow communicate to them like shopping spree? What does anybody want?
maybe Ray like comes out of her dizziness just long enough to be like, do we have medical supplies? Because I need them for me right now.
Roses, daisies, gardenias. What are we talking about? You got to be more specific here.
All of it. I need the whole garden.
Got it. Okay.
Parting things back and forth.
Remember, you're only getting every other word. Because we have this funny comms array.
That's right. I forgot.
All right, so we've got a sweet ass kitchen, we've got the hydroponic garden, we've got medical supplies. That leaves 1 more.
And the comms array.
The comms array.
That's a good
Thank you.
one,
Okay. So I want Orin, I want you to roll a patch up to see how well you're able to install this sweet ass kitchen in your ship.
All right. Okay, finally. That is 13.
Smooth as butter. This is like just marble counters, a water filter. Who knows where the water's coming from? I don't know. It's that nice of a kitchen. Just beautiful. Open concept. Kitchen islands.
It's open concept to the helm.
Yeah. It's easily the nicest thing on the ship. And then, Jasper, why don't you roll access to see how well the comms array, you're able to interface it with the ship.
Oh no, I've been rolling so well up to this point, and this is really bad. So I rolled a 5.
Okay, so that part of the comms array, when
Yep.
Can I get involved?
you can help, you can get involved.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead
My
and
expertise.
roll expertise. Expertise or interface, up to you.
Well, I'll do expertise. So you get involved is a 8 partial success.
Okay, let's see. Okay, You are able to turn that into a partial success, but there's a complication or hard choice in order to get involved. And I think that is, you tell me if you think, all right, people are trying to help Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great opportunity, like Riley said, and you are completely absorbed in helping Jasper with the comms array. And when Ray wakes up, you are not there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Jasper, the comms array, it works. Every once in a while, it hits a polka channel, and like you can't turn it off for a little while.
I like to think too, like he really likes high tech, up to date, right? We've established that, and so he's like trying to put it together. And he's like, they were talking a big game about how everything is top of the line. Why is their comms array the one thing they did not put money into?
And I think you can use it if you want to do some like special fancy stuff using that comms array. I think you can use that to kind of stretch what you're able to do. But yeah, every once in a while you're going to roll bad and it's just going to be polka for like 2 days.
You're listening to Weird Al and on radio.
I think I heard this song on that one podcast. I think that podcast had like that one podcast had a polka night.
Yeah, what podcast?
That does sound familiar. I think I know which one you're talking about.
And what do you do now? You have this all secured. You have plundered the ship.
We should leave.
Just gonna
leave.
We should leave.
vent their gas tank equivalent out into space so they can't chase us immediately.
Nice. Out you go.
You access their guest list, right? Can you just like strike us off of that?
Wait, we got the guest list?
Earlier, when Ari was like checking the guest list, I'm like, is there any way we can get back into that?
Ari, was that what you wanted to tell me? Was that what the thing was?
The thing and the thing. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, a lot.
Yeah.
Something about remind me, brother.
Yeah, Ralphie's brother Steven.
Ralphie's brother Steven is on this list from I forget which faction. Is the Constellation Congregation.
Would somebody like to explain the Constellation Congregation to those who do not know what that is?
All right. So the Constellation Congregation is a group of. They swear it's not a religion, but it's a religion, where basically they are transforming their entire bodies themselves into silicate life forms, transposing from carbon to the silicate base. But it seems to have some unintentional side effects, as in there's a small chance it might be a hive mind. No proof. Nobody has proof yet, but we'll see kind of what happens there. But they are very good about membership and basically flaunting the law right in front of everybody because nobody's taken them down yet.
Right. So yeah, you found a pamphlet in Steven's personal folder for that, and then you found that their customer list has changed significantly over the course of the last few months.
So yeah, I'm gonna assume you have absorbed all that, and yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Because
I have a suggestion, but you found it, so I would like your opinion matters more than mine. Hear me out. Just a wild statement, we'll say. Does the list that's changed match the Crystal Constellation's people that are part of their organization?
Go ahead and roll assessment. Roll with.
Oh, I was gonna give this to Jasper to look at.
Oh, okay. All right, Jasper.
It seems like
Jasper can roll with interface. Yeah, and what specifically do you want to know? Because
So
I think
I guess-
the leadership is probably not something that's easily accessed, even like on a 10+, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I
what
think
might
it's more
Jasper
of-
be able to access?
Yeah, I think it's more of looking for like, are we seeing a common denominator of this is a crystal cult like passing lane, and they're all starting to use this point, or is it changing customers because they're going somewhere or missing, or.
That makes sense. Okay.
But Jasper, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what Jasper himself would be interested in finding.
Yeah.
Okay, so for interface, I rolled a 9 + 2, so 11.
All right.
Yeah, 3 and a 6.
What are you looking for?
He's so with what Riley was talking about, and he's just trying to dig in for more information, right? It's not an easy system to get into by a long shot. They have not been taken down, and with the technology that he has, he's not going to be able to get much. But he's like, are there any connections, as Riley was saying, between the current customers and what is his name?
There's Steven.
Yeah, Steven. Yeah, between Steven, the congregation, and like the customers, like he's like looking through the list and seeing like what connections can I find that are pretty easy, not easy, but like low level access.
Right. Okay. All right. And you already rolled, right? You rolled like over 10.
I rolled an 11.
Yeah. Okay.
Better than
so you find that a significant proportion of the people who are newer customers have some kind of mention in relationship with the church. I'm sorry, with the congregation. They're not a cult. Definitely not a cult. You see, like, some of the things you see are like messages on like various like social media kind of places of like family members looking for them. You see a few like documents of like investigation of some of these people, and specifically investigation around smuggling. And I will say, Riley, you can put 2 and 2 together because there was a disjunction between the inventory and sales, and some of the smuggling would explain a little bit of that disjunction. Ralphie seemed pretty innocent of that, like really absorbed what you were saying.
Yeah, so it was more likely Harvey or someone else under.
Steven, yeah.
Why did I say Harvey?
I like Harvey. Harvey's a great name. It's just not his name.
Oh, it should have been Harvey.
That's what his parents thought about first. But
Hey,
Stephen Harvey.
Stephen Harvey. That's his middle name.
Perfect. I am assuming that in our communication with him that, I have the digits. I will send them a quick message and be like, hey, on second thought, you need to look into this and put a stop to it. When you find the culprit, or when the next person comes asking for, most likely this good, don't sell it to them. Or if you do sell it to them, take payment up front and forward it to me.
You get a response.
And then call the authorities.
You get a response. But where's Steven?
Looking into that next. Smiley
I'm worried.
face.
I'm worried, frowny face.
I think I have a lead. I don't want to put you in danger, but this is a secret mission.
Is he okay?
No, I'm kidding.
Leaves on red.
Left on red. Yeah.
There is a solid moment of like Riley staring at his phone, looking at all of you. He's like standing in front of you, and he's like, I don't know what to say to this.
It's like when like you're responding, it's like the ... keeps going, and then it just stops and nothing.
I can
Types like
confirm
7
that he has
different messages and deletes them, and then just settles on like that weird emoji that like isn't yes, isn't no, and like no one understands what it means.
It's like
I can confirm for you that he has not been found dead.
Looking into it. Pretty sure he's okay.
You don't get a response.
He's already dead. They blow up the station, it's gone.
Yeah. All right. Where, you know what, I actually, as you leave, as you begin to take off, I want you, whoever is the pilot, to roll face adversity, and you can roll it, I think, with metal, so that you can get off. The idea is that you're getting off the station before authorities at the station notice a woman in a cargo box.
Who's the pilot?
I think that's you.
Me? Okay, that makes sense.
I think it's you.
It was
It's not
you
me.
or Ari. I don't know if because we decided you were
I
in
said
your
it.
station.
Y'all can change up. Y'all can change
I think
up.
you said the helm was Jasper's.
I have a concussion.
Yeah, that would definitely not Ray. At least
Am I able to assist?
Are you able
I
to
don't know if
assist?
I
Yeah.
can.
Get
Yeah,
involved.
Yeah. One of you can be a lookout while the other does the coordinates. And where do you want to go next?
Did we even get refilled? Like,
Yeah, I took care of that.
fuel?
Yeah, you got
Okay.
it.
I just siphoned their fuel right into ours.
Jasper can definitely fly it, but he does not make decisions about where we go. So he'd leave that to like Riley or Ari. But I can definitely roll. What am I rolling for? You said it was face
It's
adversity.
metal.
Metal.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
And
Okay,
here's what I'm going to say in terms of where you go. Let's resolve
Yep.
that you got away first,
Yep.
and then y'all can have a conversation about what's next.
So I roll an 8 on the die.
Okay. And Riley was going to help. So Riley, if you want to roll to get involved, what do you do to get
I got a
involved?
3.
Oh no.
My luck ran out.
The
so
good thing is
sorry.
with get involved, there's no failure condition. It doesn't do anything. Basically, that's the failure condition, which is nice. Doesn't make it worse. All right. So what I'm going to say is you're able to get away, but Jasper, like very specifically, you're the perfect person to note this. Shortly after you are sort of out of the legal purview of the station, of the 3R station, you note that information has been dispatched about your ship with suspicion that something has gone awry with the crew.
Got it. Hey y'all. So, love the violence. Violence is always fun. I thought we talked about not causing trouble this time, not like last time on Neptune, but that's okay. It's okay, no one listens. But they definitely have information about us right now. So, good luck.
Yeah, all right, I'll work on changing the transponder again and see if I can find another coat. We'll have to get licensing again. Ugh, you think you can take care of that, Riley?
What?
Licensing. If I change the transponder, we're licensed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That voice is way too high to inspire confidence, Riley. You better. We are licensed,
I said yeah,
correct?
didn't I?
Oh God!
I said
Oh God!
yeah.
All right.
Everyone heard
Well,
I said yeah.
all right. Well, the money you should have been spending on licensing before. Now we can get a new one.
I'm sorry. I was acquiring, some crates to sell, and you shot one.
yeah. All right. That's fine.
I don't know if that's
Part of
One.
me feels
Not
like
only shot
that.
one, shot pesticides. Do you know how dangerous that is?
I didn't know it was pesticides. I didn't mean to shoot it. I mean, there was a violent person putting together a gun in my general direction.
Oh yeah. Also, we have a gun now. I whip out the macaroni gun.
I don't know if it helps, but we can definitely pretend to be the macaroni people for a little bit. Like if you need to be them to get some actual licensing, depending on where we're at, I might be able to help.
Ari, I got you a gift. I'll pull up the pin that the lady had, the armor, and I'll hand it to you, and I'll go, this turns into armor.
For me. Really?
For free.
It's for free though? Okay.
Well, I mean, if you say it twice, it won't be, but...
Thank you. I shall keep it. This is very nice. I like it. And also, Jasper, I feel like that comment on violence was maybe directed towards me a little bit, and I'm not gonna apologize. All I'm gonna say is they fucked around and found out.
Yeah. What?
Ray gives a thumbs up emoji because she's just like got a concussion in the med bay and is like, yeah.
But
And
that's
the only
Riley.
thing playing in the med bay is polka.
Joke's on you, I like polka. No.
But I'm gonna go
Realizing
back to
nobody's-
Riley and be like, so thank you. Like, so like, where did you find this? Like, does this do anything? Like,
Yeah, put it on, like, it's like a little pin brooch, put it on, and
okay.
I forget, when she activated, she just pressed it, right?
Yeah.
And then you press it. You know how, like, my suit does cool things? Jetpacks,
Yeah.
armor, you know, the little helmet?
Yeah.
This thing, I don't know what except armor, but, you know...
I'm gonna say that the
right?
pin is like a little macaroni smiley face on like a gold disc.
But, so like before I press it, I'd be like, Riley, like we're cool, right? You didn't like this isn't like a bomb or something. You just like had me put on myself, or how are we feeling?
I am
We feeling
frankly
lucky?
hurt that you would insinuate that I would put a bomb on your outfit.
I am not saying that you would intentionally do so. However,
You know,
What are we
you know,
feeling?
it's
What
not
are the
always
odds here?
black
50-50?
holes or Neptune. But I'm fairly certain you won't blow up because she would have blown up.
you know what? Fuck it. And I press the button. That was it.
And the ship blows up.
The end. We're done.
Ends the game.
Yeah. No. You hear like a little bit of like a whirring and like a flickering of light around you, and you have her armor on you, her armor jumps. So make sure, y'all, that you record these things that you got, and I'll put in Discord what their information is, but like remind me, they're your possessions, you take care of them. So remind me and I'll put that info for you. So who starts the conversation of where to go next?
Jasper? I might be standing next to you. I might be just knocking our new kitchen.
And he's just looking, he's like, what? What?
What
Ray-
did you...
It has like a big ice thing and comes in and joins and is like, where's the nearest station or port or anything? We were there for like 3 hours. We need to get to the next nearest place, right?
I don't know if the next nearest place is the best idea, because I feel like that's the first place they would check.
I mean, if anyone is open to a business proposition.
This is gonna be good.
So Jasper, you know how you saw? Let me make my case. And do we have like a little baton that we pass around when we have like chats as a group?
Like a talking stick?
Not the talking stick.
No,
What
I
talking
think
stick?
the talking stick at some point was used violently against someone, so it's not a thing anymore.
Oh. Okay. Well, so you know that data you pulled, right?
Again, I won't apologize.
Not asking you to apologize. Great job. I love the enthusiasm. I love the ride or die. That is what I am talking about at Journey Tour. But people went missing and there's a smuggling route. Now hear me out. People are being smuggled. Raylan, you love saving people. That's like your that's like your favorite thing to do. Now, hear me out. We go
Wait, why
investigate
are you
where
smuggling people?
Yeah.
When did you start smuggling people?
No, we didn't smuggle people. Other people got smuggled out of that station.
Are they doing like a rebellion refugee situation? Are we trying to help smuggle people?
No, we're trying to rescue people that may have been kidnapped.
To where?
People are being
That's
kidnapped?
the golden dollar question, and I'm so glad you asked. Where would you go if you were smuggling someone on a smuggling route to go to a constellation? What is the word? Constellation. Congregation. My proposal is we look into that.
I will say that, and you don't have to do this one, but the public face of the Constellation Congregation is on a very, very large space station called Coriolis.
So you want to stop them before they're taken to Coriolis, and was Coriolis where I was almost converted?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to stop them before
unless you object to that, yes.
Right, so you want to stop them before they get to Coriolis to be maybe convinced and/or forcefully taken into the congregation.
Yeah, I mean, Raylan gets to save people, Jasper gets some information. There's definitely a reward for rescuing these people. Money. I mean, that's why I'm in it, but, the money is really the motivating. I mean, the people are the factor that I care about the most. The money is secondary.
I don't know if I believe that, but I like the enthusiasm.
Wait,
The money.
people are being smuggled to the Constellation?
Yes.
Wait, Ray, did
Ray has
somebody
a compassion, you guys.
Ray, has anybody taken care of you yet?
I'm fine. I'm on a lot of drugs right now.
Oh, Lord. Do you let her drug? Oh,
I drugged myself. It's okay.
yeah, that's great. I
It's
just will
you.
stay up with you until whatever.
Jasper
this
was
wears
flying
off.
the ship.
I got her a fresh bouquet of roses. She's fine, everybody.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it have been Orin who got her roses?
I was.
Roses. Just like Ray's like, Orin doesn't know how to get roses. What are you talking about?
Also, the whole time you guys are having this conversation about where we go next, I am literally just kind of like dancing in my new armor, like not paying attention to like what is going on.
Jasper, you know what you need?
A day off?
Well, I was gonna say a pistol, but I mean,
You want to put...
Jasper has a rifle.
Yeah. He's like, pistols mean I have to be semi-close, and I like to do things from far away.
then we sell the pistol on the way.
You know what?
You have a pistol?
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh my god, can we
I feel
can I like just get you
Orange
and like
should
lay
probably
you
take it
down?
to the
Can
med
I
bay.
like get Ray and like kind of just like come here? It's
Is it floor time?
You know what? In fact, what you can do, Ari, is you can roll patch up. So you can roll with expertise in order to be able to help her recover from her concussion.
I'll get involved in that and help you.
Okay.
It's floor time, guys.
You
This
know
is
what
good.
though, Oren? If you're gonna get involved, I want you to use influence. Your presence is what you're using to help.
Oh, good. All right. So
my patch at like I mean, if this was real world, she would not make it. That would be a 3.
Okay, all right. We'll see how influence goes. It could be a partial success.
I rolled a 10.
Hey.
All right. On a 10. Let me see. Go where I wanted you to go. Okay. You can turn this failure into a partial success.
Okay.
So
No, not there. Just take the hand on the
What?
neck.
Here. Oh. Okay.
No, not there. Right
Wait,
there.
What? This
Yeah.
is so. Oh my
I've
god.
done it to you so many times that you're like, yeah, no, it goes here.
Trust me. Right.
it's really
Right
you know what to do, but it's really your presence and the force of your personality in this exchange that actually helps Ray come back to full consciousness.
Yeah. So, as like Orin and Ari are like trying to make sure they're doing medicine right and they're doing the right things right, Ray like mumbles every so often to give like a medical instruction, but the entire time she's just like watching Orin work, just watching as he like corrects Ari, and watching as he like takes the mumbled instruction and figures out what she said, and like helps Ari do the thing correctly, and just watching it.
At the end, he locks eyes and he's just like, How you feeling?
Better.
We did it. Goes for a high five with Ari.
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But and I'm gonna like notice the lock and be like, okay.
I will say that the partial success, Ray, is that you barely remember the time on the station. All right, so was the agreement that you were going to Coriolis, or was there somewhere else that the group wanted to go?
I thought it was a prior to Coriolis train intercept.
Yeah. Okay. What do you do to try to find where to intercept?
Same thing I do every time. Look at Jasper. we point in a direction. Go, Jasper, help!
Jasper's like, I'm getting a lot of practice at this. I should be.
Let's see if we track where each shipment's coming from. Would we check supply or demand side? Because if somebody's requesting these things to go to certain places, that'd be the shipping out of the containers. But if that uninvolved, would be both.
So, the way I
If they're
think about
going to be moving people, and like Ray's clearly a little bit more cognizant now, still sitting on the floor, still floor time, but sitting up, and just pipes in and says, if they're shipping people, then you need to look for ships that bring in a cargo manifest, then leave, and it looks like they've offloaded something, but then they've onloaded the exact same weight. That's how they would be breaking their tracks.
That's the doctor for you.
Pre-med.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, but it's up to you. I mean, this could be dangerous. I mean, last place we went to was dangerous, and I mean, the place before that. But we also have two crates of cargo we could sell.
Oh, speaking of stuff, Ari Claus here. I have some things for everybody. Just grab some stuff. Take whatever you might want. Looking at you, Ray. The florist came early. And, Orin, there's probably something here that, I don't know, just take it.
Don't mind if I do.
So, Jasper, are you going to make a roll for this?
Yeah, just going off what Riley said about selling something, like that's a good cover for us, right? If we're selling something, that gives us an excuse to be in some of those places, right? If they've been offloading cargo there.
And we're going to pretend to be the macaroni for this particular instance, right?
And Riley will also say that the surplus that we had got from them is probably what was going to be smuggled out.
Yeah. So what am I rolling? I just rolled an 8.
You're rolling with
interface.
interface.
I love my interface. Okay.
Do you ever fail interface? You never fail interface.
I failed it once, I think, when I rolled like a 3, when we were trying to get out. So no, I rolled an 8, so a 10.
Okay. So you find something, maybe it's surprising, maybe it's not, who knows what the strategy here is. They're taking the cargo pretty out of the way. It seems like one of their plans is to be, if Coriolis is where the final destination is to kind of go as far away from that at first as they can before things are exchanged. So they're out on a planet that is called Saguaro. And it's actually like a galactic forest, kind of like a national forest. Like it was replanted from Earth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And there is like a fairly, like a moderate sized city on one side of it, and on the other side is like pretty remote and like small little groupings of people. And they're going to the moderate sized city on Saguaro. It's about like we're going to compress it, but it's about a month out of the way. They're really like they're serious about hiding their tracks and going like very, very far from where most people would be looking for them.
So,
I think that's a good place to start. If we are able to kind of follow their tracks. If we go straight there, we're not going to have anything. But by going to Sagara, we'll have something to kind of track. And it's a month out of the way. We might disappear for a little bit and they might forget about us.
it's a good point.
Maybe I'll send some signals out saying that we're heading somewhere in the opposite direction.
I wonder if I
I
could.
mean, on the topic of going in a different direction, I may have put the wife in a cargo box shipping to the edge of the galaxy.
Good thing I got- Did you do that with tracking?
Oh.
I did. Jerry's on it.
Oh, Jerry. We love Jerry.
Good guy.
Good guy.
So I'll say at this point, you set out on your course to planet Segoro. Let's go ahead and do another round of cramped quarters as you spend a month. I see a hand up.
Can I do a non-cramped quarters thing that, like, in the
Totally.
next couple of days? Okay, so we didn't get to spend very much time on the station. Ray wasn't able to do, like, their things that they normally would go do or whatever. And so it's going to be another month. We ran into issues. Ray doesn't like to do this. Ray usually waits until they're at a station to open her communications and read her emails. But this seems like a situation where she's gonna have to risk it, and she's just gonna hope that the encryptions hold Jasper at bay. She's going to log in to her terminal that she never logs into. She's going to access her space mail, and
Like
she's
space mail.
going to look for the reply from her mom.
The reply from her mom is not one of mine.
I hit the reply to that and I go, duh. They were with SpaceX. But why didn't I get a heads up?
An
And then
authorized
send.
operation. Rogue unauthorized operation.
Cool. Okay. Maybe I can get Jasper to take a look for some more of those. Thank you. By the way, are you having success? And that is absolutely in regards to, like, the thing that she's trying to put forth in the company.
Delays due to said rogue operations.
That makes sense.
You should call more often.
It's not secure.
Excuses.
In a month. And then I will terminate my connection.
Jasper's always trying to get into your stuff because you're the one person that he has nothing on. It's like locked down tighter than the congregation. He's like, at least I can get into their emails. And he's like, so it's like looking at something like, why are they talking about fried chicken? I don't understand.
Yeah, like the emails that you usually get into are just weird ass shit, but like Ray signed in to something different and she did it on this. She
Yeah.
never signs into this account on the ship, and she did it for the first time, and she's real nervous now.
I'm gonna say, in order to honor Jasper's involvement and also how protective Ray is, Jasper, because you're We'll see if this continues to streak. I'm going to have you go ahead and roll with interface. And on a success, what you will find is just that Ray is communicating on a secure connection that you did not know about.
I love that.
I have an idea. Can I roll to get involved in the opposite direction?
Yes, you can. That is part of what get involved is.
I'm gonna roll 2d6 minus 1. I rolled 3 on the dice, so that's a 2.
Oh boy. So you're not able to do anything to combat this.
I've been relying on passive encryption. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This happens while you're asleep.
I don't know if this helps you at all, but I rolled a 4 on the dice, so I only rolled a 5.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Ray's
So
streak continues.
Yep. It's unknown on the ship. Before we do cramped quarters, anything else that y'all want to make sure that you can say that your character did in the immediate aftermath? Yeah.
I want to take the pieces of the old comms ray and everything like that, and I want to make what he calls a crybaby out of it, where he takes it and it basically is just a transponder, makes it look like their exact same ship code, and then he launches it out of the bay when they're at speed, so it just looks like 2 of them going in, so there's a way to split off that signal.
Cool.
He'll have remote access turning that on and off to try to get people to chase the wrong way.
I love that. I love that so much. Okay, go ahead and roll face adversity with whatever stat you think is the most relevant. I mean, expertise seems to me like it is, but if you want to argue for another one, I want you to succeed. That's what
that is an 11, so.
Okay, yeah. You're pretty certain that anyone on your tail is going to be redirected.
I'm gonna go over to Jasper and just like come up from behind him and kind of like smack his back like, hey buddy. So where do they think I am today?
Let's see. Is there anywhere you'd like to be? I know. Oh.
And I'm gonna like
you're talking
lean
about
over.
them.
And I'm gonna lean over and just start pointing at like the computer or all these things he's doing while he's doing this, and try to see if I can put a puzzle piece that has nothing to do with the puzzle that he is working on in the pieces.
He would be fully invested in what you're saying. He's like, ooh, where are we going to put you today? Yeah. He's like, it looks like you're attending a banquet for some upper class clientele. You're trying to secure a deal in what industry do you want it?
You know what? You know best, buddy. You're the whiz.
You know what? We're going to do it in some like high-tech medical field, really make your parents impressed.
Sounds great. You're the best. Good man.
Yeah, I got you.
Roll with metal.
That is 11.
Totally slip that in. And Jasper, that puzzle drives you nuts for like weeks. It really gets under your skin, for sure.
Time someone talks to him, he's like, what? I haven't slept in days.
Anything else? I will say I have
cramped quarter or
before cramped quarters.
I do have one quick thing with Orin, which would be just giving him the candy bar. This is my coat.
Thanks. I guess I haven't had chocolate in a while, but...
Don't eat it.
Okay.
You eat it when I tell you can eat it.
Right. Is something you want to tell me, or you just want me to hold on to a candy bar until it melts?
Give me 2 days.
2 days.
2 days, bring it to the new kitchenette.
Okay.
No more questions.
You know what? I've
Shut the
had
door.
enough. Bye, I guess.
And then immediately after leaving Oris, I'm going to Raylan. I'll knock on the door.
No, you can't have any of the med supplies. I don't care if they're taking up space. We got them fair and square. I get to use the area too.
I know. I know. I'm on my side. I have my stuff on my side. Not gonna fight you on this time. because I'm going to make a profit. A lot of profit. But, I was just worried about the head injury you got.
Oh, that was like 2-3 days ago.
I mean, yeah, time is relative, but, I just want to tell you, how much do you remember? Do you remember a lot? Do you remember a little?
Oh. It's all kind of hazy like a dream, actually.
Yeah, it was kind of like a dream. Orin single-handedly carrying you in his arms back to the ship, helping patch you up. Orin got in a gunfight.
That doesn't sound like Orin. No, Orin had no injuries on them.
I don't have a reason to lie.
I don't trust you.
I mean, that's okay. You don't have to trust me. You just have to trust the person you know Orin can be. And if you don't trust that Orin would do that, that's on you.
That's not what I'm saying.
I shut the door.
I'm just like baffled again. Why does this keep happening? Why am I keep getting baffled? What is happening?
Just rubbing. The plan is coming together.
What happens in 2 days?
In 2 days, the chocolate, the wine, everything I asked Ari to get me at the station is set out for a fine dinner. And during that time, I have specifically offered the whole cargo bay. I've set up a little target for Ari to practice throwing knives, where no one will distract her and no one will bother her. And Jasper and I are playing video games, and the only 2 people get called. I think I might ask Ari to have Red contact them and say, hey, can you come to the mess hall? And there's like a nice dinner with the red olives or something. I don't know. Whatever Ari got, if Ari would have shared that with me, is like set out.
I will explain that Red is Ari's little origami droid, which we will hear more about next time. But yeah, a little origami droid comes and invites the 2 of you to dinner and says it in a way that implies that everyone is having dinner. Dinner in the new kitchen.
Like putting things away, and I go, oh, it's dinner time already. Okay, well, let me change, and I take my coat off, and then I put my other white coat on.
All right, so I think we can use this as the start of Cramp Quarters, and I think Cramp Quarters is going to be the last thing we can do today. Would either of you be willing to choose the other as the person you roll for Cramp Quarters, since we've already got a scenario that the 2 of you are in, or are we going to do this as an extra roll?
I would kind of think it might be fun if, as an extra roll, we specifically roll against each other. Like,
Yeah.
I do one and he
Nice.
does one. But then
Because
we are allowed
one
to,
of you
like,
could
maybe
come
do
away
others.
feeling good and one of you could come away feeling bad.
Right.
I love it. Okay. All right. Both of you roll 2d6.
Oh. Good roll of the night. I got a 10.
Hell
You got
yeah. Okay. So both of these are very good. So 10, describe how the 2 of you bonded over this meal.
That's a good question. I think maybe what it is that Ray would be like, start asking a little subtly about you helping her get all the way back to the ship and having a gunfight and all of the things that Riley made up. And then it comes out that like Riley told me. And like maybe we bond over like, what the fuck is Riley saying? Like,
What
this
is Riley
stupid.
talking about? I mean, the gunfight's real though. The one part that you didn't think was true, that's the best part about that's what is that man thinking?
Wait, you were actually in a gunfight?
Oh yeah, they were. Well, I stunned somebody while they were trying to put their gun together because they're like collapsing. So I just panicked.
A person came to a gunfight without their gun together.
Yeah. It was the macaroni. She like tapped the, put her armor on, and then I guess she thought the armor would buy time to put the gun together, but penetrating stun.
But you stunned him. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
proud.
and then we put them in a cargo container that is now being
so
shipped to
good.
the outer edges of the universe. Yeah, it was wild.
Thank you
Oh,
for
wait.
helping me that
Pulls out the
time.
chocolate.
I do remember. Oh. Wait. This is Jasper's chocolate.
I know.
Is this because I got injured?
I don't think so.
You did
I
a good
think
job.
sometimes.
You helped really good. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, Lord knows you patched me up enough times. I should know it enough by now. Besides, I mean,
Yeah.
the amount of times you help me out, least I can do is take
You could be
advantage
my
of free
nurse.
chocolate. I could be your. I don't know if that would fit in the outfit.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about the outfit. I was just thinking about the skill set, but we could
well.
order some outfits.
Let's not and say we didn't.
Within this conversation, Ray will reveal, or you will discover, the answer to a question you have about an aspect. Let's see. Reveal or discover the answer to their question about an aspect of yourself or your past. So Ray can ask a question or find a way to get Oren to reveal something about his past. Of him or himself or his
Yeah.
past.
I think that the conversation eventually, you know, it's about your skill set and such, and it kind of turns to your ability to keep the ship together. And Ray's like, you do know that you have absolutely amazing engineering skills, right? Like, you are the only reason this whole thing is together. Why didn't you move on to more, like, you went to Beetlejuice to get your degree,
Yeah.
but then you just put together a ship.
Well,
Why was that your choice?
maybe it's grown up in a ship, but things like this held together with duct tape are where I feel most at home, for one. For two, there's so many people out there with all of their plans and all of their schemes that at least here I know what the schemes might be. And let's face it, at least I can look at the face of everybody in our little business, I guess. At least I can look everybody in the face and they can answer, you know, why they've done certain things, or at least have to make sense. They can't just point at the rules and say, rules made me do it, you know? I think that's the main reason. Might be some others, but, you know, that's the main reason.
Seems like it might be a pretty alright reason.
And I can too get a hold of roses, if I wanted to.
What?
You said I couldn't get up. Nothing. Nothing at all.
And I will say that you have a lovely rest of your dinner. And I don't want us to be rushed with cramped quarters. So I think we start with cramped quarters next time, if that's okay with everybody. I will say, kind of at the end, Riley spends a couple of days mysteriously bloating. Just
So obnoxious.
it's so obnoxious, very smug. And on that note, I think we'll finish up today. This has been a really fun Nerdsmith production that will have 3 more episodes before we finish. I don't know if I'm supposed to repeat this, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. Our sponsors have been Die Hard Dice, awesome dice, Hero Forge, I'm obsessed, and World Anvil, I should be using. And yeah, I'm Jen. I'm actually going to maybe link in the chat. The only thing I have to promote is I'm starting to build a nonprofit called LGBTQ Evolutions, which is designed to provide online counseling and especially surgery letter writing for LGBTQ folks. Right now, only in California, because that's where our board is licensed. But we're doing a fundraiser just for admin costs, because it costs like nearly $1,000 just to be designated a 501c3 nonprofit. So I'm just going to link the GoFundMe. everything that I get from this stream myself, I'm going to be donating to it. So anyway, that's my thing. I'll link it. Let's go around. Let's go reverse order of the list and say who you are. Oh, I'll say nobody can find me because social media sucks. So who you are, where people can find you, and any projects that you're working on.
I guess reverse, that's me. I'm Ty.
Yeah.
You can find me at the DM Emporium across almost everything. There's, I think, a link tree in the little thing that I send out, but I host the DM Emporium podcast where we talk about TTRPGs, a bunch of stuff on how you can run your tables better, and also, the advice that isn't in the DMG and stuff like that. Also, we give away characters, one-offs, and things like that. We just talk through them, and then I post messages. It's super fun. Come hang out. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So let's go ahead and pass it off to Graham.
Hello, everybody. My name is Graham or Graham Crackers. You can find me on the internet at Twitter at GrahamCrackers1. Again, that's Graham Crackers with a Z and a 1. But outside of there, you can find me literally here. Or if that's not enough for you, I know, I understand that. You can find me as one of the moderators in the Vampire V Rising game for one of the prestigious roleplay servers, the Crimson Citadel. Are vampires your thing? Maybe. But I will pass it along to the wonderful, wonderful Jasper.
It's me. Hello. I am Brithin. You can find me anywhere at Brithin Oakleaf. I'm really excited to be here and doing this with you guys. Most of my stuff is really random. Like, if you like K-pop and you like K-pop dances, you can find me on, what is that thing? The Clock app.
TikTok?
TikTok. Yep. Doing K-pop dances. If you like people making dice, I make dice on Instagram. And my Twitter is really random, but it's usually K-pop or video games.
I was going to say, this doesn't sound random. This sounds like there's a theme.
There's a theme. There's a theme, and it's K-pop and dice. But I am going to pass it along to Ashley.
Hi, everybody. I am Ashley, and you can find me here. This is it. This is probably enough for you. So anyway, I'm having a great time.
Enough!
Having a great time, but this is where you can find me. I shall be here for the next couple sessions, and I am happy to be here, and I'm happy that everyone is here to play with me. So I will pass this along to the wonderful Evie.
Hi, I'm Evie. I can be found at Evie Story at basically any social media. Not that it matters because I don't do a ton at the moment. And except for Instagram, it's Evie Story Kitties, because that's where the kitties go, which I'm also not keeping up with. Sorry. But I can also be found in a couple of weeks at the Misadventures League, where I'm going to be playing a fae in a corporation. There's a theme here, apparently. Trying to make my ends meet and figure stuff out. So when I've got the date and time on that a little bit closer, I can certainly plug that more. Otherwise, yeah, that has been everything.
Awesome. Well, everybody, this has just been, you all are great. This has been wonderful. And we will be back same time, same place next week. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.